Happy Monday, folks. We are we are here. Short one. Ava is traveling, so uh, we are going to handle some stuff that don't that has been building up all season. I believe how we left it last time. They defeated the She Lord, saved the babies, gotten the babies to safety. Hugo had returned home and was wrestling with a big decision about his next step to protect Albany. And Rota and Sydney both went to a nearby Applebee's to hook up.
That's right, it was Applebee's.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, we went to Applebee's to have some drinks.
Drink. I was like,
That's what Sydney understood.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
And then things happened.
We faded to black.
I'll say Sydney understands what drinks leads to. He's
yeah, being drunk.
Okay.
Teslin takes a very long sip of his drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that one. You wake. Okay. Well, the next morning, you wake up. We'll let you start from there.
Okay.
You can also summarize and just
Oh no, savor the awkwardness. Drag it out.
Yep.
Drink that sugar there, Bort.
Damn right.
Okay. Rhoda would be already up and cooked a breakfast with no idea where she got like any of the ingredients. She doesn't sleep much.
I mean, to be honest, Sydney has no idea where he has any of those ingredients that you apparently have. So he probably doesn't even remember buying any of them.
Right.
That's assuming it's his place. It could be, I guess, Rhoda's place, to be honest.
It actually would have. Your place was basically still destroyed.
Yeah, it's fair. So this probably is at Rhoda's.
Okay, so she knows where the food came from because she grocery shopped.
I'll say Rhoda's
Things are actually organized, probably.
Let's say, or the boarding house.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because right now, Sydney, your place is basically unlivable. How you left it, and you haven't had a chance to...
Has it ever been livable?
Yeah, that's saying it's different from where it was before.
Yeah,
I mean, ever since it wasn't being cleaned by my Fae friend, it kind of went downhill. Let's be honest.
It was bachelor livable.
Yeah. But since your Fae friend was killed, it definitely has not been. No, you haven't had a chance to go through it yet.
Nope, sure haven't.
So okay, so you guys get up and
oh no, and Rhoda is already up. Yeah, breakfast. There's no group waking.
Yeah, okay.
And she will say, I have to remember I'm not Scarlet. Hold on just a minute, because I know what Scarlet would say. Good morning. I made breakfast.
Oh. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then she'll smile awkwardly and she'll say, so is this something we're gonna talk about, or should we just pretend it didn't happen?
I mean, we could talk about it, but in all honesty, it's been quite a while since I've been at that point with anyone. So...
I figured. Oh, that sounds horrible. She'll say,
I mean, it's happened before.
Well, it's not like it's Sydney's first time.
It's been like, I don't know.
She's like, I figured,
like maybe 8 years or something.
Oh, Oh, well, let me
I think-
get you. Do you want something more than coffee to drink?
Um,
Isn't that how you guys got to this place in the first place?
I know, right?
that's in his
I just-
confusion. He's like, "Where is this going? What else do you have other than
It's like-
coffee?"
Yeah,
in the
just so
morning?
you know, this is a sure thing now. You don't have to drug me.
Wait, I drugged you?
No, 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 no. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll take the coffee.
Okay.
Thank you very much
You go,
for that.
and here's food. Maybe we should check in on Hugo and Jilly. Make sure she's doing okay.
Yeah, we definitely
Sounds like an
should.
excellent time to switch to Hugo.
It's good coffee. Good coffee.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, Hugo. You are up, and Jillian is up also. So, are you gonna tell me what's got you so you-ish, or you to the 10th power?
I would have. This is more out of character. A second.
Yep.
The night previous, he would have at least explained why he broke down. Just the
Yeah.
losing a Scarlet, all that. So that part would be covered.
Yep.
At breakfast, it's I know a way to protect the area from all that's going on. Not just the recent stuff, but future things as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the safest move. It will draw a lot of attention to me, to us. And I mean, when he says it, he's meaning just him, Jillian, and the baby. And I lay out to her the whole Freeholding Lord idea. I haven't pulled the trigger on any of this yet because part of it does require 3 signatories to sign on, and I've yet to contact any. I think the only one that might know is the archive. As I'm starting to realize that Cassera's shop is more than just a TARDIS of knowledge.
Artists?
Sorry, I forgot it. We'll figure a way to watch some Doctor Who at some point.
Okay.
But it's like
Oh,
I
you'll
said,
make my family very happy.
yeah, I know they want to be more in the big time. And I'll be honest, I would be asking your brothers to assist with this because while I've got reputation and knowledge, I know I don't have the strength alone to enforce being such a lord. I'd be reaching out to the community, asking for people to be advisors, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm just some dictator stepping in and laying down the law. This would be a big change for the area. It'd bring, like I said, it'd bring a lot of attention here.
Well, Chicago's got a lot of attention. Albany,
Chicago has a wizard.
yes.
Easy. Just kidding.
It's also a central hub of the world. So it things tend to, and that puts it as more prominent. Albany is not. Albany is to a certain extent, but not the same. But it is. It does have a charter that has had provisions of magic in it for the longest, possibly in the world. So I think this was going to happen anyways. And if there's anybody who should be king, it's somebody who doesn't want to be king.
Yeah, I absolutely don't. I want to raise a healthy family with you. I want to serve the community, help them out with the stuff they can't go to regular people with. Give them a place to stay if they're between spots, but establishing a government of sorts is not ever something I thought I'd do in my lifetime or ever thought about studying.
Yeah, but we have to stop this.
Agreed.
I mean, there's only so much that Sydney's father can stay over here.
And I do go sit down next to her, take her hand, and I'm just like, part of this is I will have to issue a challenge if I go through with this all. I will have to challenge those who are attacking us under the rules so that it can at least be done peacefully.
The duel?
Duel. I've been reading about the Freeholding Lord. I read about the rules of how to duel under the provisions because it's one of the things they have the right to. And I've read some histories of duels that have happened. Some have been frivolous, but still a challenge, such as a drinking challenge between basically what we in the mortal world here would say a dwarf and
Rota and Sydney
a
were
giant.
just dueling.
No, he read about it. Tom and I went over this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they could be something as simple as a drinking contest. It could be a fight to the death. That is up for the arbiter that is assigned to decide. I can tell you, if there was other option, I would take it. And I can tell you that no matter what the choice is, I will not hold back. I have too much to fight for. It gives her what he hopes is a comforting squeeze of the hand. And I don't just mean the city.
I know. I know you're going to win. You've got a lot of resources. You just have to tap into them, and you'll get through this. So what's your first steps?
First steps are I need to make some calls. Some of them I think I need Rhoda's help for. One of them I need Cassare's. Cassare would kill me if I called her this early. Do you have Rhoda's number?
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
I don't know if I
no.
have Rhoda's number.
Yes, I have her number. Hang on.
Beautiful.
But wait, Rhoda had to jump in the shower, so her cell phone is on the kitchen counter.
Or Sydney is just sitting there eating breakfast.
Yeah.
Do you answer the phone?
He might have answered it on reflex. Hello.
Sydney?
Yeah.
She looks over at Hugo and gives a grin. Oh, okay. I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were at Rotus.
Hugo bounces back.
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
time.
How did you know?
Because I'm calling Rota's phone.
I'm sorry. I thought this was my phone.
Not picking up on the weirdness at all.
I think I need to drink a little more coffee then.
Yeah. Can you give Rota back her phone? I need to talk to her.
Yeah. I mean, maybe in about 10 minutes. 5, 10 minutes. She's in the shower. I don't know how long.
I
it
didn't
takes.
realize I interrupted you. Okay.
I mean, I'm just eating breakfast. That's
I
all.
haven't been married that long. I didn't know they changed the name of it.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, it's like eggs and bacon. I mean, I don't know what else you
Oh
would.
dear.
Face palms. Never change, Sydney. Never change. Okay. Yes. Ask her to call me back, please.
All right, yeah, definitely. Is Hugo okay?
Yeah, but he needs to talk to her.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let her know.
Okay. And back. Well, apparently they celebrated last night.
Well, it's about time. Anyways.
So she's currently busy. Be about 10 minutes. What's your next call?
Trinity. Ask her to get the community together.
Okay. Yeah. Trinity answers on the first call. Hugo, is everything all right?
Yep. But I need to talk to you and the other respective community leaders today. I have reached a personal decision that will have effects on Albany as a whole. And before I fully commit to it, I want to take your opinions into account.
Okay. How about lunch at the library?
Sounds good.
I'll call ahead and make the arrangements.
Thank you.
Rhoda is gonna call Hugo. Well, she'll come out and say, "Did I hear you on the phone?" To Sydney.
Yeah, your phone went off, and I accidentally thought it was mine, and I answered. I guess Hugo wants you to give him a call back.
Oh, okay. And she'll go, "Oh, that was cute that you answered my phone."
Thank you.
And she will, because she's overly sweet. I have to let you know this character is very different than my personality. So this is really difficult for me.
Yeah.
So she's going to lean over and kiss him on the cheek and be like, "Thank you so much. You're wonderful." And then she'll go and call Hugo. Just to be clear, I am a nice lady.
Right. No. Yeah. I'm just trying to process in Sydney's mind what's going on.
Yeah. Okay, Hugo. She calls you back. Go ahead.
How's it going? Feeling all right?
Oh, I'm good. I'm
You-
doing great.
Need some electrolytes this morning?
I don't think so. I took a shower and I've had food. I think I'm good.
You mentioned working for two different individuals. I need
Yes.
to contact them and ask them for something important.
Two things. You can't contact them. I can tell you that you already have Vaterung's approval.
I would like, Rhoda can imagine the hand on his face, kind of like, son of a, what the heck? That just, come on, motion.
I am
How
his
does-
representative.
How does he even? All right, fine. I don't need to contact him then. Whether I do it personally or through a messenger.
I mean, to clarify, I probably should have done this before. He will actually, they will have to have a conversation, but yeah, he was okay with. He had told you to tell him that yes, he would, but they
Right.
will. The two of them do have to have a conversation.
Okay. I can give you a way to get in touch with him. Would you want to see him or just talk to him?
I think talk to start. But if he feels it would be better to do it in a face-to-face manner, we can make arrangements, I guess.
I'll tell you what. I will send word for him to contact you. And then he can decide how he does it. And do you need my other employer's information?
Need probably not per se, but of the choice I'm working on here, I feel he would be the closest person who would understand my position. And so it would be interesting to get his perspective and possibly support.
I will also pass him a message and let you know. And then because Rhoda has figured out what you're doing, she's going to say, how many signatures do you think you have?
At the moment, carry the 5. I think I have 2 leaning in my favor.
Can you tell me who they are?
Not until I officially ask them. I feel it's only polite.
Hugo, you know that this is a big deal.
Yep.
Like a life or death big deal.
Yep.
And Ghibli's on board?
She was the first person I talked to on this.
Well, I'll support in any way I can.
I'll say she may not be the first person to know I was doing this besides me, but she was the first one I talked to about it.
Yeah, don't say that out loud again. But
you work for at least one person who knows a lot. I've seen all the different, like, I've read the different jobs that Monarch Securities does. If they don't have an intel group of some kind, I would literally be shocked pink.
Oh, I was actually worried about your pregnant wife hearing that. I wasn't, did you think I mean like I was worried my phone was tapped? I was just trying to save your relationship, buddy.
Sorry. Thank you.
It's okay.
One last thing, if it would not be rude on delivering the messages, I will be meeting with the local community here for lunch today in a couple hours. I would like to not talk to them until I've talked to my local community.
Oh, do you want
basically if they could just contact me like early evening at the soonest kind of thing. I just have some stuff I need to take care of before I actually talk to them.
So just so I know I'm hearing you right, you would like me to call Vadarung, say, hey, could you give my friend a call and make sure it's in the early evening? That's what you want me to tell Odin.
You hear the crashing of trains in Hugo's brain.
I'm just checking.
I would like to believe that a man of his position would understand somebody having prior commitments that would prevent him from being able to have a discussion before the early evening. Because that is the situation I'm in.
Did you hit your head?
No more than normal.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I just won't send the message until you give me a go ahead. That way I don't have to tell this Norse god to call on your timetable.
I think Sydney will like stop mid eating when he overhears that and just awkwardly.
Yeah. But you have my full support. Can I tell Sydney? Since he's here?
Ask him to just come to lunch at the library.
Just Sydney?
You're welcome to come as well. You're part of the community, but he's one of the leaders of the community, so he's probably going to get a call from Trinity somehow.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because he's king. That's right. That's exciting. I forgot that he was a king.
Okay. I do all the time. That's all right.
All right, I'll tell him. We'll see you at the library. Goodbye.
Yep. Okay. Hang up. Just he's. You can tell like he's not necessarily being rude. He's just the weight of everything crashing down as he's putting this in motion is overwhelming him a touch.
She's gonna turn to Sydney and say,
Crap.
Vort, not Vort, because Vort's not in the game. Hugo would like us to meet him at the library while he tells the magical community that he wants to become. What is?
Freeholding Lord.
A beholding lord. Do you know what a beholding lord is?
Multiple eyes. Hugo just grows multiple eyes.
Nope. I think I've heard of the whole, like a beholder. Maybe that's what he's trying to go for.
Yeah.
But I don't know what a beholder is either, so.
Yeah, he wants to be like a part of the Accords. Like one of those guys, like the guy for Albany.
Yeah.
And
I think I know what you mean now.
He's going to tell the whole magical community to make sure they're okay with it. And he would like me to ask Vadarung, or as you may be familiar, Odin, if I would ask him to give him. That's what I was saying about the Norse god.
You're right. Yeah.
So we're not going to actually. Yeah. Because remember, I'm a Valkyrie.
Right.
Yeah. And see, for a minute there, I almost switched into Scarlet. Scarlet would have been. It's a good thing you're pretty, but not Rhoda. Rhoda would say, "I'm glad. I think we can be really helpful to him. So maybe we should get ready and head to the library, if that's okay with you."
Yeah, whatever we got to do. Thank you for breakfast. But yeah.
You're welcome. And she's going to get, I'm not Scarlet, very sweetly close to his face and go, I'm so excited you're a king.
Um.
Awkwardly.
Oh,
And
okay.
like give him one of those hugs, you know, people that are huggers that like really hold on, like very nice people.
Right.
I'm only assuming.
Hey,
And he's awkwardly hugging back, like
Yeah.
not sure if this is going into like a repeat of last night or if this is just a normal hug.
Yeah.
He has no idea where it's going.
And she'll say, "We don't have time for that. We gotta get ready."
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I'll just clean up this plate here.
I know we don't have our usual record keeper here. Do you know what day of the week this is? In game.
Well, it was. I had it written down.
I think it was the 1st of November.
Yeah.
No,
1st of November is the last one I had, but it's probably at least a day or so after that.
When we played on January 2nd, it was November 2nd, Tuesday morning.
Okay.
So we've had one,
Okay. So
two.
So it's November 3rd.
Yes, it'd be November 3rd now, the morning of November 3rd.
And that would be we're in year 2010, right?
Yes.
11. Yeah. Aren't we in 11 now?
Nope.
Still 10.
Okay, so that's 1 second. Basically, I was just trying to figure out, and Hugo would talk to Jillian and basically be like, let's just go somewhere in town, just spend time together, because if this all works out properly, quiet time and alone time for us, which was already going to disappear with our child, is going to disappear even more, and I'd like to just spend a little more time with you.
Is Sydney's dad still at your house?
No, he left once I came back.
Does he live in town? Like, why was he here?
Listen, I don't ask trolls why they're there. They just are.
Okay.
This is totally fair.
Because for player knowledge,
yeah,
he has limitations. He could not oppose. He can't oppose the culling directly. However, if he's a guest in a home, he has guest responsibilities to defend it. And him being a guest in that home allowed Sydney to go off and oppose that particular culling.
Okay.
So he didn't oppose the culling. He just enabled someone else to do it, which is allowed.
Okay.
He couldn't give any information about it. It's all part of the obligations of being a fae. And Jillian, Jillian accepts, and you guys go out and go have breakfast out. And yeah, you're you find everything. It's honestly kind of quiet for a Wednesday. In Albany.
In Albany, okay.
Yeah. Almost like people are starting to stay home.
Well, you know, with the mass kidnappings of pregnant women, that would keep me home.
I mean, yeah, there was a statement he put out saying, bunker up.
Yep. But you guys have a nice time. But it's getting when you about 11 o'clock. you take her back home. You gonna call Kasser before the thing or afterwards?
Hugo instantly looks constipated.
Better give her a call ahead of time. I'll probably stop by Relics afterwards just to see if she's there and talk with her in person. So I'll call her place.
Okay. You hear a male voice answer. Hello.
Does it sound like Michael?
No, it doesn't sound like Michael.
Oh.
I'm suddenly wary. I'm like, to whom am I speaking with?
You called.
I know who I called looking for, and you don't sound like the voice of the two people that would normally be there.
I'm a house guest.
Okay. That still doesn't tell me who I'm speaking with.
Well, you haven't identified yourself either. So why don't we start with your name first?
Hugo?
Oh. Yeah, it's Irving.
Come on, I would have known his voice, wouldn't I have?
You haven't talked over the phone, and also this is a landline.
Fair enough.
I mean, a real landline, and the landline to that part of the thing is not the greatest.
Well, and I'll tell Irving, it's like, is Sarah available? I need to talk to her about something monumental and stupid that I'll be doing.
Hey, Kasser, Hugo's gonna do a monumentally stupid thing. Yeah, she'll be here in a second.
Yeah, she'd probably say, so what else is new?
Or she's like, oh, Christ.
I figured it'd be, is it Wednesday already again?
A very hairy sounding Kasser gets on the phone. Hello, Hugo. What's going on?
Couple, I just lay it out to her. Like, at this point, she's one of my oldest friends in the area. I don't hide it from her.
Yeah. Yeah, the kid told me. If you're calling about the archive support, she'll support you.
The archive is the little girl who enjoys piggyback rides.
She's not that little anymore, but yes, she is the. She stayed here a while. Sydney got to know her. I got to know her. Mike got to know her.
Listen, I'm just going by what Irving told me to call her as, because apparently I can't call her by the archive or anything else.
No, you call her the archive. He does that to get her mad.
Gotcha.
No, Sydney's kept up contact with her, and she's fond of him. So yes, she'll support it.
Why does it feel like a lot of people have known what I'm doing before I knew what I was doing?
Welcome to Cindy's world.
I have a feeling some things are preordained.
Bullshit. You know I
Yeah,
don't believe in that.
Well, it is shite, but a lot of people are taking advantage of the situation.
Does feel like I'm getting screwed a bit somehow.
Well, if it's just a bit, that's probably better than if you felt you were winning.
Wait till I come out the other side of this, and then we'll see about that part. So, yeah, I've got the meeting at the library coming up.
Yeah, Trinity called. I will not be able to be there. We've got a situation here.
Mike doing okay? Oh, you got roughed up recently.
Well, yes, the idiot is doing fine, but there's another situation. We've got it handled. Irving's dad is here and is very helpful.
Game question. Irving still hasn't exactly told Hugo anything about who
Nope.
he is or what he is.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Strangely enough, Adrian knows. And Casser knows. That's pretty much it.
Well, I guess, good luck with that. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Like, he's playing it totally like he has no clue that this guy is supernatural because he doesn't.
Yeah. Just, oh gosh, he keeps throwing them. All right, I've got to go. You'll be fine. Just, you're doing this for the right reason.
Thank you.
And she hangs up. All right.
And that's pretty much all I got until the meeting.
Yeah, well.
I'll see if the Quickie Bunch wants to take care of anything beforehand.
Yeah. Do you, are you two doing anything before the meeting?
Who are you talking to?
I like how they both didn't acknowledge what I called them.
Yeah. Do Sydney and Rhoda have anything they need to do before the meeting?
Have an awkward silence, probably. I don't know.
Well, that.
Well, she will say, "Hey, I know your car got ruined, and I did bring with me something when I moved in here, but I've been trying to be eco-friendly, but it's in the garage that's attached to this place.
Oh.
I can show it to you."
Yeah, what is it?
It's a 6-wheel inline motorcycle.
Yeah. I guess what is popular for this area? I guess it would be similar to a Harley, but a little bit more souped up in an awesome way.
All right.
So she'll show him her awesome motorcycle that has too big of a shine to be made here.
That's the pretty awesome bike you got.
Want to drive it?
So like if I drove it, I would sit there and you'd sit right behind me, or
Yeah.
all right.
But if you don't know how, I don't judge you at all.
No, I know how to ride a motorcycle. I fixed a couple before.
Awesome.
But
she'll toss in the keys, and she will put on her helmet, and she'll grab the other one and
okay.
give it.
Yeah, all right. And he like kind of talks himself through it a little bit before he starts up, like reminding himself.
Yeah,
because it's been a little bit, but yeah.
Now, out of character, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I, because a lot of this is being imaginative and creative. So, Tom, I want you to think. She's going to call her motorcycle her Pegasus.
Huh.
It has runes built into it for emergency situations, which are not right now. But I just want you to be prepared that this is no ordinary motorcycle.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. We can proceed.
All right.
All right.
You ride Pegasus to the library.
Mm-hmm.
There's a good dice parking spot in back. So you can get out and head in. How early do you get there, Hugo?
Probably 20 minutes early.
Okay. All right. You guys get there about 10 minutes early.
Okay.
For the meeting. Both of you give me a notice roll.
Both.
Sorry, Rota and Sydney give me a notice roll.
Mental notice.
Yes.
Okay. A lot of D20s there.
I'm gonna roll Valkyrie also. Earlier. The reason I'm rolling Valkyrie is because it helps with the strategy and battle planning. And do I have to sell it to you?
Jeez. Yeah, no,
Rude.
Valkyrie makes sense. This is.
I was like, rude.
This was no. I roll a 1 to start out with.
Isn't that wonderful? It's great. Okay. Here's Rhoda's.
Okay, that's all right.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus.
I'm gonna default to having law enforcement in on this one.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay.
Not every day that Sydney actually rolls well for notice.
Yeah. So glad that I got that one.
Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
There is somebody sitting in the corner trying incredibly hard to blend in.
In the bookstore?
In the library.
Oh, right. Okay.
Wait. Oh, the bar. The bar.
The library is
right.
the bar.
Right.
Hey, Rhoda?
Yeah.
Do you see that person over there in the corner?
The one trying to blend in.
Well, you didn't see him.
Oh, okay.
Now, once he points it out, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I do.
And you did get a plot point for the one.
Oh, I took it.
Well, technically, I don't always have to give you complications.
Okay.
This time I did.
What did you give me? Injured?
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed. I mean, you're standing right next to Sydney, so that's understandable.
Yeah.
Oh, she would. Oh, I see you. I was like, how did I get injured? And then I didn't want to ask that question. And I'm
literally, yeah. Once he points it out, you can see through the glamour that whoever was standing in that corner was trying to use to hide.
She's going to ask him. I could probably get him to talk to me, but it might be a little uncomfortable for you.
I guess I don't follow. Uncomfortable, how?
Do you want to talk to him or do you want me to?
The random person in the corner?
Who was hidden under a fairy glamour.
I mean, If you want to go ahead, go ahead. I don't know what to say to him.
I do.
Okay.
You have your sword,
Yes.
right?
Always. Hold on.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to nonchalantly work my way closer because we don't know what's behind that glamour. But in fact, can she open her third eye before she does that?
Yeah.
But to do it and still feel safe, she's going to stand really close to Sydney.
Okay.
Yeah. Like almost like eyelashes touching his face.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you guys are kind of walking through to the place, and then he points it out. So if you want to pause and do something, it's going to be obvious you're looking in that corner, because you should have basically just kind of walked past if you weren't doing it. Now that's fine. You can definitely address the person, talk to them. The waitress brings over another glass and puts it down for him.
Hold on, I'm trying to make a wise decision because Rhoda does wise things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't ask Sydney for a wise decision, because that's.
She is going to just whisper, "Watch my back," and she's going to walk over and go. Wait a minute. Can we see if the glamour is male or female?
What you see is male, yes.
Okay, so she's going to go, "Ralph, how are you?" And head in a direction really fast, but very joyous and like someone who's seen a long lost friend.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
non-threatening.
Yeah. Okay. What are you doing when you get up to him? He's got a table between you and him.
She's just going to talk incessantly and say, "How have you been? When did you get to town?"
You're asking a lot of questions.
I haven't seen you in forever.
That
You
is
just kind of
accurate.
you just went missing.
No, that is not accurate.
You left on purpose and didn't say goodbye?
We haven't met.
Oh, I am so sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I am. This is really embarrassing. Can I buy you a drink? Or just walk away? You want me to walk away? I am so sorry.
I'm just sitting here watching who goes in.
Goes in where?
Same thing comes in here.
I know you can't lie, but you have to speak full sentences, don't you?
No.
She is going to just from her hip bring out her knife and set it on the table and say, "Listen."
Are you offering that for the answers to your questions?
No, I wanted to show you what I was going to use before I used it because I'm polite.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're interested in starting combat?
I'm not interested in speaking anymore.
Well, combat is a matter of speech, but if you wish to fight, I could be encouraged to encouraged to participate.
She is going to. She's kind of glancing at Sydney,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to create a scene and make it seem like he knocked me over.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a really good roll for this because
You wait for it.
he is literally seated in a corner booth with a table between you.
Tom, I just want you to understand, none of this is my fault. Absolutely none of this.
But you didn't say booth. You said he was sitting at a table and there was a
sitting,
table.
okay, so you're right. But sitting at a table, it's not a booth, you're right. Sitting at a table, but he is kind of in the corner. So there is a full table between the two of you.
Let me change what she said.
Okay.
She said, I will not. That is really inappropriate. And draw attention. If you would like me to roll, I don't mind.
Yep, I'm gonna need an influence roll.
That would be social as well.
Yeah, social influence.
I'm gonna roll socialite. That's one of my distinctions I haven't really used very often.
Yep, you're right. That does apply in this case.
And then influence. Did you have to go first?
Yeah, I do. I was debating what this poor guy.
Ooh.
Wow.
Look at that one.
So I have an 11 now.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll. Keep in mind, I have a D6 in my pocket to use afterwards if I have to. Just remember. I can't see it.
You have
a
a
9
right now.
Now, tie goes to me, right? Oh, wait, you have an 11. So I'm going to. What I'm going to do is use one of my plot points that I got to add it all in. So it's a 10. And now I'm going to roll my D6.
Okay, so you're using 2 plot points. All right. Oh, okay, I'll give you that. I did forget one thing.
It's too late.
I'm just kind of curious what I would have done. Oh, that's a lot more. I wouldn't have made that much of a difference. Okay. All right. So you okay.
Oh, never mind.
Hey, what's going on over here? The bartender's coming around. Sydney?
Hey, do I recognize this bartender?
Yeah, you do. You do. I mean,
right.
You've been here off and on.
So right? Yeah. Yeah. Probably know most of them by name.
Are you dealing with this, Officer Drake? Now, I'm going to need a mental, and a what would be a stat for what would be a skill for figuring stuff out?
Knowledge?
I guess, yeah, mental and knowledge roll. Probably law enforcement too. So if you get a clasp of what the heck's going on here.
Yeah, totally.
Wait, I do have a question.
Role.
If you are something to bring your memory back to, if you recall, when Rhoda got to town, she had to go into the library and was very sweet with everyone.
Yes. Yep.
Remember? And so it would be safe to say that the people working there would be a little protective of her.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
But a police officer is standing there in the situation. So,
so
they probably would.
I don't really know what my status is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's employed.
Go ahead and roll.
All right. Not bad. Not bad.
Okay, you've kind of figured out what she's doing.
Kind of with a 17.
Well, he's got a
13. But yeah,
he's got a 13. But you figured out what she's doing. So what? So what do you do?
She's essentially trying to bring this guy to the forefront of everybody's notice.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Um. So Sydney be like, yeah, I got it, and like in his explanation, he'll describe kind of the person. Like, I got this so and so, by that description,
Mhm.
and her, it's fine.
Okay.
Like trying to
And-
specifically call the person
Yeah.
out to everyone's notice in the area.
Just before you, if you have to toss him out, just please make sure he pays the bill.
Oh
On
yes,
a tab.
of course. What is this tab right now, by the way?
What?
What is this tab right now?
He's been here about a half hour. He's up to about $30.
That's not that bad. Okay. Then he's thinking like, if I got to cover this guy's tab, it'll be.
Okay. What do you do?
All right.
Me?
Yeah.
No, bro. Oh, I mean, you did that, so you could kind of hear this conversation. So what does Sydney do at this point?
Well, I'm gonna talk to this Faye, right?
Yep.
So like, so are we gonna continue to have a problem here, or are we gonna be able to have an actual conversation?
We can converse.
Seems like an open-ended response.
I don't want to make any promises I can't keep.
I understand how that feels.
I live by my obligations. But what do you wish to converse about?
Just gonna like pull out a chair at the table and just motion for Rota to sit down. And
you guys see a couple other people walk in, and he makes note of them. He looks up at them as they go by. They get a little creeped out by it, his stare. So what do you wish to converse about?
And I'll just motion to Rota and be like, so let's converse. And sit down at the table with him, Rhoda, and this Bay.
Look, this doesn't have to be bigger than it is. You don't belong here, and we would like you to leave.
This is not a public place.
Not for you.
Are you the owner of this establishment?
Nope.
So I'm here. I'm partaking of their wares. I am paying for the right to do so.
Well, he said you had a tab, so you're not paying yet.
Oh, I understand. And he flips a gold coin under the table.
Under the table to who?
No, he flips it out of his hand, and it lands.
Oh,
resounding
I was like, he throws it at our feet. Like,
Right.
okay.
Beautiful. All right.
There. I've that should cover whatever I can drink today.
I have a question out of character. Can I open my third eye while I am sitting at the table and Sydney's talking to him? Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Because I want to know exactly what this is.
Yep. Hugo?
Yep.
Couple people come down. There's something weird happening upstairs. Okay. You're gonna go ahead and open your third eye.
Damn, Tom, are you just gonna roll a 1 with every roll tonight?
I hope
Hey.
not.
I think it's great. I'm gonna roll third eye, mental, and magical.
Ava's not here, so I guess get all the bad rolls out of the way now.
Let's see.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Yes, you did. So you get a 12.
Mm-hmm.
He he looks like a white-haired twin. Well, instead of the guy you encountered in the actually, yeah, the guy the night you encountered in the meatpacking plant. I believe he had blonde hair.
Sure.
This guy has black hair, but is basically otherwise could be his twin.
Oh, great. Now, how does she communicate that to Sydney?
Well, you could try subtlety, but you know.
Well, Rona's better at that.
Well, yeah, but Sydney's not, so you might have to hit him.
Yeah.
But go ahead and think about that. Hugo, when they say something, are you headed upstairs?
Yeah, because I really would like this to be a calm meeting, and I would like to see if I can diffuse whatever that deuce is going on.
Yep. When you walk out and start looking, you can see the scene that I've described. But at this point, a couple people are coming in, and he is pretty pointedly staring at them. You know, in that creepy. As they walk by. And what does Rhoda say?
Rhoda says, "Hey, she doesn't want to say his name, but she'll put her hand on his hand and say,
"Hey, sweetie."
Sure." I was like, that was crazy. I didn't even say anything, and something came out of my mouth. Jesus. She is going to say the meat plant yesterday. I'm so thankful for because I got to be in battle with you. Wouldn't it be fun to do it again?
I mean, I'm always pretty much ready for a fight. So
can we have him roll that he gets it?
Oh, I'm not gonna bother. He Oh, the roll, you mean Sydney roll to see if he gets it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. So the other guy could get it. But
yeah, the other
this would be like, I mean, either trick or notice. It's the same die for me. And social, right?
Yep. Social and notice, sure.
All right. So that's 2d6.
Go ahead and roll. There.
I think I'm going to use Knight of the Cross in this one. See if the sword can help me figure out what those go. Kind of speak through me a little bit.
Just a little.
8? Nope, 9.
9.
Okay. You have 9. I have 11.
Yes.
Okay, one thing you do think of is that you can only use the sword to protect the innocent. So if somebody isn't threatening anybody,
right,
it's questionable as to whether or not you can actually you can get into trouble for using the sword.
Right. I mean, Sydney isn't planning on, if combat breaks out, actually using the sword in
Yeah.
this situation because of that. But yeah,
You are Hugo, right? The potions master. He looks past both of you at Hugo when he walks up there.
You have my name. May I have one of yours?
Archibald. Archibald's a good name.
Is it?
Archibald,
Are you?
Rhoda, Sydney, everything okay up
here you
there?
go.
And then a couple more people come in, and he is giving them that nice long stare
He's looking for somebody.
as they walk by. Oh no,
don't
I'm
know
not
who.
looking for anyone.
And why do you keep staring at everybody?
Oh, I'd like to get a good look at people.
So you like to be creepy?
I like to get a good solid look at people so I can recognize them if I see them again.
Rhoda is just going to say, Hugo, this guy is either conveniently the twin to the guy we killed yesterday, or his brother here to impact what's going on here. I say we kill him.
Hugo does this again.
You okay, Hugo? You need any Excedrin or any sort of? I mean, we're at a bar. You could just get a drink. That really helps me.
Out of character, could we use a bathroom?
Yes, we're gonna
Yeah.
take a break.
Okay.
He stands,
We're
he
just leave it
stands-
here at this moment because I have responses, but let's take the break and we can come back to them.
he stands at this point after you say that, he stands suddenly, and we'll be back in 10 minutes, folks.
See you in 10.
Thanks for sticking around, folks. We are back, and I believe the man who'd been drinking had just stood suddenly.
Somebody had to open her mouth.
And he starts sliding to the side, as if he's going to be getting up from behind the table.
Towards Rhoda or Sydney?
Or
Towards
like
Rhoda.
the door. He's leaving now, right?
No.
Well, no, he's sliding. He's sliding off to the side towards Rhoda.
All right.
I will step to that side. Hold my hands up in a sign of placation / peace. Like, Mr. Archibald, while this is not accorded neutral territory, this is neutral ground within Albany. All I ask,
Oh, how
all I'm
quaint.
asking, if you please just humor me for a moment, is that you please take this outside. This establishment has seen enough damage. I'd like them to not see more.
Take what outside?
Whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you're thinking of doing, all I'm asking, very politely, very calmly, please just take this outside.
I'm getting up to go to the bathroom.
There's plenty outside. Seriously, there's a Winter Festival going outside. There's a couple places just on the block.
Yes. But you, how quaint, accorded territory in Albany. How little that matters.
Were you wanting us to ask?
I looked to the YouTube. It's like, can you please just help escort anybody who's still coming to the meeting?
To who?
To you two.
Okay.
Yeah,
That-
that's all
that's-
right. I think I've seen enough, and a couple more people are coming in, and he's watching him. I think I have enough. I think I've seen enough people, and he's still doing that as he's kind of slowly moving. He's still doing that, creepy stare as they walk across. The the coin is on the table. Uh, you may keep the change. And he walks out the door.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I'm the only one confused right now. What just happened?
That was a fae.
He was spying
Oh,
on us.
I know that. I got that.
No, he was taking stock. All right.
He's scoping out the place pretty much.
Yup.
In a way. Yeah.
And the people. Do you want us to be at the meeting, or maybe I could be up here at the stairs just to make sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to the manager real quick. Keep an eye out. We're gonna set some things in motion. And I'll go find the manager and basically at some
What
point
was
over
that
the 9
about?
months, and I'll spend whatever plot point or whatnot you want me to do for this, but some point over the
Okay.
9 months, there would have been a point where we actually built a level of warding for the library.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we knew about the culling, but just as a general kind of supernatural bunker kind of thing. And I just want to ask him to close it down to the general public, and we ward basically throw the shields up.
All right, we can do that. He motions, and somebody goes up and flips the close sign.
Rhoda will go up to the door and just put some runes as added
Okay.
safety.
Go ahead
Yeah.
and give me a roll, just so I know what it is.
So mental, magic, and Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm.
My mental. Oh, that's right. Are you? Plot points are not what I need now.
I think that's the first time she said that the whole time.
Yeah,
Right.
You're not having a good day. You just keep stumbling and. you're
Her
doing
game
silly
is
things.
off.
Yeah. Sydney messed with your mojo.
That's what it seems
Probably.
Okay.
His luck is contagious.
But you can get that done and then head downstairs.
Stop it, Fort.
No, my head.
All right. You get downstairs. One of the shopkeepers. Okay, why are we here?
I will just start laying it all out. What I've read, what I've studied, what I think will work for the community, and how I want to pull such a thing off. I'm not here to put anyone under my thumb. I would be the name there, but this would still be, I would still seek and listen to the council of the various groups here. You know, I know there's the werewolves in the area, there's the fae there, the changelings in the area, the human wizards, and the it just kind of rambles off all the things like everyone, there would be. We're under attack. We somehow, some way, our area has annoyed multiple powers. The White Council will not protect us. There is no other accorded nation that can protect us or is willing to at this time. The only way to protect our area is for a lord, a freeholding lord, to step up and be the representative for this area. I've never in my life sought to be a dominant force over people. I don't want to be a tyrant. I just want to protect the community that has been built here. All the good work we've done to just cohabitate to the best of our abilities. I'm willing to step up and be the representative to the supernatural nations, but I will not be able to do it without your support, without your guidance, your input in this.
And a couple people get up and speak. Not everybody is overjoyed with it, but a couple people point out. Some point out that well, doing something like this would even put us more on the radar. It goes back and forth, but eventually, one of the fathers of the infants gets up and speaks very passionately on the situation, and they ask you to leave for a few minutes while they take a vote. And
So I just go upstairs to the bar, I'm not gonna.
Yep.
I get like some fried cheese sticks and a beer.
Mm-hmm.
It is surprisingly close, but Sydney and Rota's votes push it over the edge, and they call you back down and say, we will back you. Go ahead and start this process rolling.
He stands there with, just that he's trying to impose a stance of like, thank you for your trust in me, kind of that a little bit of a power stance, but at the same time, thank you, I don't want to disappoint you kind of things. Like, I'm not doing this for me, I'm doing this for us. Like, he's trying to convey a lot of that because he just can't speak at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So he nods. And even though I'm not officially a lord at this moment in the eyes of the Accords, there was a Fae here earlier. We've thrown the shields up for right now, but when you leave, please leave in strong groups, because I don't know if he was just here to get information that he can sell to somebody, or if he was here to do something more. So let's all disperse quickly, but in strong defensive groups.
All right, they do.
And Sydney, if you'll stay back a bit, I have two things I want to discuss with you.
Okay.
Okay.
So once they I'm not gonna look pointedly at Rhoda. I wouldn't kick Rhoda out, but I just wanted to be able to talk to Sydney without the rest of them here.
Yeah.
So once I
She
know,
would have helped people get out anyways. She
Yeah.
would have accompanied.
so once everybody's clear, I got two things to ask of you. One may be easier than the other. The first thing I'd like to ask is, if I survive through all of this and become the Freeholding Lord that I'm putting myself on the path towards, I'd like you to help me with the enforcement and be my sheriff effectively.
I don't know what that means.
I will need somebody to just help enforce the laws that'll have to be created. There will be some for the supernatural community. And once those are set down, I will need somebody to help enforce them. It doesn't have to be, blood thump / kill. Can be however needs to be de-escalating on the situation. But there's going to have to be something, and I am going to need some help with this.
I think it's something I could help you with.
I'll say you've already got the law background. The supernatural community knows you'll help out when it comes to mortal law versus not. You're respected in enough parts that I think this would be a way to help solidify what I'm trying to pull off here. Plus, at least the changeling community would know they have an important voice on the council, as it were.
I mean, that makes sense.
The other thing I'd like to ask you to do for me is, this is going to lead to a challenge. There are laws in the Accorded Nations that will allow me to challenge this culling, those responsible for it, to end it. But the challenges have to be negotiated by a second. I'm asking you to be my second.
You're asking me to be. You want me to negotiate?
The whole terms of the duel,
Sorry.
all of that, yes.
I feel like Boozal would be a lot better for that.
I don't know him well enough. And it's you or it's Kasser that I would ask.
I mean, yeah. And if it's negotiating, I think Sayer would probably.
We don't know the full details of what the challenge could be. The histories give a lot of different choices for things like this. It's been drinking contests. It's been duels to the death. It's been poetry slams.
Yeah, that's nothing I'm gonna win anytime soon.
No, you're not the participant. I am, but you would help negotiate the deal. You would ensure that what the contest is would be fair to both me and the opposing champion.
Oh, okay, all right. That makes sense. I can see what I can do to help.
I'll say, if we want, we can also talk to Kasser. I don't think there's a limit on how many seconds I can have.
I mean, I know Kasser in a lot of ways, especially with pretty much everything in the know, has been my mentor. So, any sort of advising, she'd probably be better for that than I would be. I'm mainly good at hurting people, I think.
Yeah, but if they try to sucker punch, I'd like.
No, I understand that. Yeah.
So, but we'll talk with her as well.
Yeah.
Rhoda's gonna come back in the room and overhear that that last part and go, "Aw, That's so sweet that you would think of Sydney. Wow, that was really nice. You guys are such good friends.
I think it's time I make those calls if you will be able to assist.
Absolutely. I'm just so happy. This is exciting. Even though it's a really horrible situation. This is great. And she's gonna kind of like float out of the room out of her excitement, and she's gonna stop and out of excitement kiss Sydney again in front of Hugo and say, "This has just been so great," and walk out to go call those people.
I just pull a small bottle of Gatorade out of the satchel and set it in front of Sydney and be like, I feel like you're gonna need this.
That's not going to be strong enough. I don't know what's going on. Like it's been a while since it's been this. I don't even know what we are right now. To be honest.
But she seems very positive about it.
Right? Yeah. I mean, she definitely seems to know what we are. I'm still. I still have no idea. And honestly, everything at the meat plant, whatever it was last night, kind of has me a lot confused too. Because of the whole spider thing with Adrian.
Yeah, that's
we haven't really addressed that.
Right, yeah. So at one point, I think the spiders referred to me as Adrian's mate. And I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Well, let's hope they don't find out about last night then.
Well,
say no more.
How
say
does
no
any
more.
of this work?
Sydney, do I really need to give you the birds and bees talk?
No, I know that part, but like,
I mean, apparently she's still kind of glowing.
She's just an up personality.
Yeah. Listen, just take it a day at a time. See where it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I normally do, and that's kind of what's got me where I am right now.
And if you need advice on a good ring, let me know.
A ring?
Wow.
It's just Hugo teasing Sydney. It's the best he's got.
Okay, I was like, he means a circle, not a ring.
So are you calling the office? Okay. Which office are you calling?
I'll call Vadarung first.
Okay. Dr. Vadarung's office.
Hi, this is Rhoda. Could you just pass a message along that he's ready?
Excellent. Thank you.
Uh-huh. And then she'll call Monarch Security.
Wait. Monarch Security is Vadarung.
I mean, I'm sorry. Gar. She's going to call Gar.
Okay. Okay. So how is the idiot?
Who do you mean?
I'll say, wait a minute, Andrew. You can't claim full idiot status here. I'm here as well.
Which one do you mean?
Well, you said you were going to make your move.
Oh, he's not an idiot.
Oh, okay. That well.
Yes. But more importantly, Hugo's ready. So if you could talk to Marcone,
Okay.
and do you think that I'll get a bonus for doing my job? She's kidding.
I think he'll be very happy that he doesn't have to worry about where Omari goes now.
Okay.
Okay.
She'll say, no need for a bonus.
Oh,
And then she'll say, I already got it. And she'll giggle and hang up the phone.
okay. Do me a favor, roll a d10.
Okay. That's not been great for me tonight. Let's hope.
Doesn't have to be any particular thing. This is just a
Oh,
okay. Hugo,
Yep.
yeah.
your
I'm
phone
sorry.
rings.
Hello.
Hello. This is Monarch Securities. I was please be at this address. This address in 10 minutes for your appointment.
I take a look. I write it down. Like, I
Thank you.
can do that.
And hang up.
Look at where it's at.
It's within a reasonable walk.
Okay.
You get there. Nice place. Sorry.
Is it kind of Christmassy?
Not
No.
quite. No, it's not.
Okay.
Nice place. A lot of wood furnishings and fixtures, and there is a large man with a full beard seated at one of the tables. A very severe, very beautiful, but very severe woman is handing him some papers. And he looks up. Well, have a seat.
Thank you for agreeing to meet with me, Mr. Veteran.
My pleasure, Mr. Mitchell. You smell a glass is put in front of you with a you could detect it's got a sweet smell to it, probably a mead. You didn't know they sold it here. So you, according to Miss Curie, you have something you wish to ask me?
Albany has, for some time, been building itself up as a supernatural community. Not exclusively one supernatural group over another. Lately, there has been a culling going on, which is threatening this community, and I'd like to stop it. I've looked at multiple options, and the one that seems best is for me to petition to become a freeholding lord for the area under the Accords.
Mm-hmm.
I've read up. I see that I need signatures from at least from 3 signatories, and I'd like to know if it would be if you would be willing to be one of those signatories.
Thankfully, I've had an operative here for a while, so I understand your situation. So we don't have to waste time with that. What is your intention to do once you stop this culling?
My intention is to continue with what I've already been trying to do. Build this as a mixed supernatural community. One where mortal practitioners, changelings, shapeshifters, and others from our side of the world can interact with one another in a ideally peaceful but at least polite area. I almost would like to establish all of Albany as accorded neutral ground, but I think that might be a little ambitious at this time.
That would never. Well, but you can establish places. He gives you a hard look with his eye.
I will actually not. I will not avoid the soul gaze.
You never get hit with a soul gaze. But I can agree on one condition. I will be same condition I gave that I gave to the most recent one, Freeholding Lord, whose signature I provided for.
I did not think I would get this freely.
Omeru needs a home among people now. Albany should provide that for them.
I'm sorry. Who?
Omeru.
A ward of yours, I assume?
Oof.
Or presume?
Ward's probably the wrong term. But it's time. Going to go to Chicago, but that might be problematic. I believe audio.
If I may speak freely for just a moment, sir.
Yes.
If half the stories I hear come out of Chicago, I wouldn't want anything, anyone I care about within 100 miles of there.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, Omera, I think would prosper in this area. And I think you'd do well with the council and experience. So, you have it.
Do we know who the hell Omira is? Omera?
Omera.
Omera.
Yes.
I am going. It's somebody that is connected to Vatarong, and that's part of
Okay, I was gonna
Hugo's
say.
processing. It's like,
I was
then
gonna say again. My question is.
No, you guys don't.
Okay.
You don't. You the only person on the stream right now
is Ava.
that knows it is me.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I figured this was your
Ava's not on
gateway.
the stream right now.
She's in chat.
Well, she's in chat, yes. But and a paperwork, a scroll is brought over. He signs it, seals it, puts his mark on it. You can feel the magic.
Sure, I'm actually kind of
Happens.
like floored by the magic. If I wasn't
Yeah,
sitting already, I think I would have been sitting down because of said
Yeah.
magic.
Well, I have another appointment to make. Good luck.
May I ask one last quick question?
Yes.
If I need advice, can I call upon your company services in the future?
Yes. They don't come free, but
Nothing
I
ever
think
does.
I think you'll do well. And he
I will
pats you on the shoulder, and
I will
you're
stand up
reasonably sure. Yeah,
and offer
reasonably
my
sure
hand
your
before he
collarbone
leaves.
isn't broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll offer my hand for a shake before he leaves.
Okay. He does so.
I don't try to match grip strength. Like, I don't give up, but I don't try to match.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you.
And he spins and heads out. So, once he leaves your presence, your phone rings.
This is Hugo.
Please hold. Is this Mr. Mitchell?
This is.
My name is John Marcone.
Mr.
I
Marcone?
believe we have some business to discuss.
Yes, I have a request and a question for some advice. I lay out the same spiel.
You hear him pause for a second, and then I'll be there in 12 hours. I'll be there in 12 hours.
Yay.
Actually, no, sorry. Says he, I'll be there in 4 hours.
I will arrange a spot for us to meet.
And that is where we'll fade to black tonight. You guys always surprise me, but takes a while. But Hugo is 2/3 of the way home to becoming a freeholding lord, and then he just needs to win some duels.
Piece of cake.
What could go wrong?
I like how it's multiple duels.
No, there's there's multiple. This culling was not a small thing.
Yeah.
There are multiple sets of forces involved. This would almost be easier if you were just, facing off against one force. But that's something we'll get into next week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. The next 2 nights of Shadowrun that we normally play are going to be
On pause.
are canceled, on pause for this week. But we will be on Gen Con TV on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, in which you can check out a great interview that we did with Kevin J. Anderson, the author of 180 books ranging from the Game Earth trilogy, Zombie
Dune.
Investigation Services, Dune,
Star Wars.
Star Wars books, all sorts of stuff. Who's got a new Kickstarter out that he's going to be talking about, and he'll talk about other things that he's done in his long career. After that, we've got Emerald Glitch. So check us out on Gen Con TV at 7 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
No.